Pete over at SWRC Southwest Rod and Custom in Lewisville, Texas, and I make a lot of videos. I make a lot of videos for you, the viewer, to learn and to enjoy. Now, a lot of the videos I make are quirky, funny, stupid, bullshit, fuck-off videos, and a lot of the videos I make are do-it-yourself, learn how to do it videos, and another lot of the videos that I make are inspirational, get off your fucking lazy ass and do something with your life besides be a fucking loser videos. So I make a lot of different type of videos, and I appreciate everybody that watches my videos, but I always get a lot of questions of what kind of video camera do I use and what kind of stuff do I use to make my videos. I take pride in what I do when it comes to video making because I want to make sure that not just the viewer's happy, but I'm happy, and the quality that I'm doing is happy as well. That didn't make sense, but we're going to move on anyway. You get the picture.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
I don't have control of what the quality is on YouTube. I can film it in HD 1080p or I can film it in SD 720p, standard definition and high definition. And the quality is all up to the speed of your computer, the internet connection that you have, and this, that, and the other. So I basically film for YouTube, I basically film in standard definition, which is SD 720, but then sometimes I'll film in 1080p. Now, why do I flip-flop back and forth? Because when you film in 1080p, it takes a lot longer to make the video and a lot longer to render the video. Now, what rendering means is basically making the video, converting the video from your computer to a viewable video that you can upload on the internet. And also, it's about 4 times bigger file and takes 10 times longer to upload, I'm sorry. So the 1080p it's a higher quality video, but the process of making that video and uploading it takes extremely longer to do. And a lot of the videos that I make extremely long anyway because I take pride in what I do and I like to get down to the nitty fuck off gritty of showing you what's going on. So I'm going to show you some of the equipment that I use and some of the equipment that I just picked up. This is basically your typical video equipment that you would use to make a video to upload on the internet. This is your video camera equipment. So let's go over the stuff and see what we got. Maybe that'll help you pick the quality of camera or video making, software that you might want in the upcoming future to help you make the videos that you want to make. Alright, we're going to start out by looking at the cheapest, most inexpensive camera that I use right here, and this is just a little Handycam Sony 60 gigabyte internal drive Handycam. Now, brand new, probably, I would say 7 years ago, this camera cost $180. And at the time, this one was pretty high tech. You can see all the settings right in here. It's got the power, the display, easy. Now what this is this easy button right here can convert it to, you don't have to do anything manually, it's just a point and shoot click. You can't put any external memory in this, it's just a nice little Handycam to have, and it also has a built-in microphone right here, which is very, very muffled and doesn't really work, and the quality's very cheap. The lens that I have on here, this is not a fisheye lens, this is more of a widescreen, wide-angle lens. Now it does have a fisheye effect to it if you get, real close like this with it, but it's more made for a wide widescreen effect than fisheye. What the fisheye would do, it'd give it more of a round look, where this gives it more of a wider look and lets you look at in perspective, lets you see more of what you're shooting. So that's an adapter lens that you can purchase. And then of course on this particular camera I had to use this little adapter ring. That little item right there probably costs about $50 or $60. And when you see Sammy Salami,
it's a cocksucker. It's a son of a bitch motherfucking cocksucker's what it is, because it's a son of a bitch. It's like a fucking bastard.
This is basically the Sammy Cami, because I could put it on a small tripod and I can, you know, sit there and get real close to it like this and, you know, get the angles that I want and such like that. Yeah, that's a nice little camera. This is called a Sony Action Cam. Now this camera is very, very nice in quality and audio as well. This has got 2 microphones built in the front right here. You can see that. And the quality of this is very, very high tech. This even has a jack right there, the little red hole you see for external microphones, which work very well. And this is a very, very nice high quality action cam. Now this particular lens, if you look right there, this would be your fisheye lens. This is the fisheye look lens that you get, and I use this a lot around the shop or in the office. Alright, hello?
Yes.
Okay, let me explain something to you, Ken. First of all, that car's good for one fucking thing. Sitting in it in traffic so people can stare at you, so you can have attention. It's called an attention whore. Do you understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people think, you know, you hear the word action, so that's all this camera's for. No, I use it for a lot of stuff to get certain angles and certain looks, and I also use it for just basic comedy action, you might say. Maybe when me and Weekly Loser are making a Custorama video, I might use this so my head's right into the camera lens right here, and then of course Loser would be sitting over here somewhere, but you can see him. And then what I would do is I would take this, I got this boom stand, you might call it. This is a microphone boom stand, but it's got every extension that you can think of on it. And then we would mount the camera right here in an angle like that. So then when I'm close to the camera or whatever, and then of course somebody would be sitting over here, yeah, that's a good commentary type camera angle to use. So just because it says action cam doesn't mean that it's only made for action. You can use it for a lot of stuff. And then this right here, this is a converter that the camera slips inside like that, and then what it does, it converts it into a camera like this one where your screen would open up just like this, and then you can look at what you're shooting and use it as a setup point. So that's very, very handy. It's got the adapter at the bottom here to mount on your tripod, this, that, and the other, and that's a nice handy item. Then we have this item right here that goes with this camera, and the camera actually fits inside the case just like so, and then the cover goes over it, and now it becomes waterproof. It's a waterproof camera that you can mount on your car. You can go swimming with it. You can do whatever you want with it, and it's a good little camera. Now when you buy this camera, it actually comes with this waterproof case and a couple little adapters. And then of course this is a necessity right here. This is a suction cup adapter for the Sony Action Cam, and you can see that this would screw on this right here, and then we'd be able to swivel it around in several different angles and mimicking the situation that we need. Now I've actually mounted this on the outside of my truck going down the highway 75-80 miles an hour on the side of the fender with my camera and my action cam mounted to that. But I usually mount this inside my truck, and I usually mount it right up here in the corner of the windshield. Of course this would be the steering area here, and then that would be mounted up into the corner of the windshield. windshield just like this basically, and then of course I'd be able to get right into the camera and talk, or you'd be able to see the passenger person over here and even the back corner over there. So this is a really good item to have as well. And then as we're looking inside my truck, we see another suction cup type holder mounted in the middle of my dash. Now I leave that there permanently. It's there all the time. I never take it out. That's been in my truck for over 2 years. It's never fallen off. It's permanently mounted there. And what that's for, that is for mounting my video cameras inside my truck. This is a special clip-in adapter, and all my cameras have this because this is the type of tripods I use, and I'll show you those. And then what you do is you clip it in. It's an auto clip, so you kind of slide that in there and then it would clip in place just like that. And then of course your camera would be set up for viewing. Now I don't use this camera a lot because of the audio quality, but sometimes I do use it and it's there to use. So that's a nice item right there, but it's very expensive as well. That's approximately $180 setup you're looking at, maybe $200 by the time you buy the several adapters you need, because when you buy this it comes in 3 sections here. You get the suction cups one, then you got this centerpiece here, and then of course this swivel head right here. So that's a pretty expensive item, but it's real good and solid sturdy. So when you see me driving down the road and I'm in my truck talking, depending on what camera I'm using, that's basically how I film. So we've covered 2 types of cameras right here. We've covered the action cam, and we've realized that just because it says action cam, using your imagination, you can film a lot of stuff with this and really get some good video action going. And then of course we got the small little inexpensive handy cam, you might say, but it is an internal hard drive type camera, and it is a high quality camera, don't get me wrong. It's just a cheaper version of a high quality because there's nowhere to mount any external microphones or nothing, and you got to rely on the cheap audio quality to use this type of camera. And also we got our widescreen lens going as well. And then now we get to the cameras that I use 90% of the time, which is one of them I'm filming with right here. I have 2 of these cameras. Let's look at it and see what we got. If you look at this camera right here, at the time I purchased it, it was the top of the line. This was $1,500 for this. Now, the camera I'm using to film with is the same thing as this one, and the only difference is that I got a wide-angle lens like this one on there. But this camera right here was a $1,500 camera at the time. I have 2 of them. This is a high definition. That means 1080p. It's very clear. It's super constructed. I film a lot of stuff with these cameras, and this one here happens to be set in HD mode. It also has a night light, which means night vision, and then of course low light setting, and then standard setting, which is normal. And everything that I shoot in is easy. That means that everything is automatic. I don't have any manual controls set up on it. I just shoot and go. You can see right here that this one is set in HD right now. These are the cameras that I use right here. Once again, that's a very high quality camera. I always put UV protective dust cover over all the lens that I use, whether I'm using this type of lens right here or I'm using this standard lens. I always have a glass protectant covering the lens. And then of course what we're looking at here is this also has an external, a built-in microphone, but if you come over here and slide that up, this is called a hot shoe. And this right here, this is the main microphone that I use. This is the microphone that I'm talking in right now, is this gray one. Now, this is about a $100 microphone right here. What I am talking into is one of these. This would slide in here, okay, and then of course the microphone would be up on top there, and that's the setup I'm using right now to film what we're watching with. And then of course we got this setup right here. Alright, let me get that out so you can see that right there. So the camera's down here, and then we got a high-tech $400 Rode microphone on the top there. This would come around and plug into the camera right here, just like that. And then we got that setup right there, which would give us the cinematic, high-quality, I guess, audio. I actually prefer this right here. This is the one I prefer. This is kind of a big, bulky setup. But the situation is, it's handy dandy, and you can get some very, very good shots and high quality audio with it if you're going to make some high quality videos. So once again, this is our main camera. Now, the battery that I use, this is a extra life battery. This battery lasts up to 8 hours. And if you notice, I'm charging this one right now. And then once I get done, this thing will be ready for several days, 2 or 3 days of shooting. This is a very, very good camera. I actually would recommend to get on eBay and purchase a camera like this one right here, if possible, if you're really, really serious. Where's the name? There it is right there. And I also noticed that the newer the technology gets, the cheaper the cameras are being made. So if you're looking to get a good high quality camera that's easy to use and does a lot of stuff, get on eBay and look for one of these. Like I said, this is a high-tech situation here we're looking at, and it's built like a fucking tank. So now that you see the equipment that I use, that's what I use to make my videos right there. We're going to come over here and we're going to look at our tripods. This tripod right here, that's a $500 tripod, believe it or not. That's my main tripod right there. That thing's built like a tank. That's a professional quality tripod. That's not your cheesy ass little tripod that you would buy in the store for $60. It has a special head right here, just like outside in the truck. So all of my cameras will lock in and fit perfect. This is very, very precise and very accurate. I can get real low with this, or I can get real tall. This goes up to 8 feet high once it's fully extended. And then, of course, we got the medium of the road tripod, and this is also made by the same company as that one, so I can keep my mounting heads the same. But this one here is a little bit smaller and not as accurate, but works very well for what I do. And then if you really, really want to get high tech, and you know, now that you got the good cameras like this one right here, and you know, you're saying, hey, I want to fucking, you know, really, really get going here and I want to be Mr. Professional, you can always purchase a setup just like this. And what this is an external remote control microphone setup. This setup that you're looking at, this is 2 remote control microphones, and then of course you got your high-tech recorder. This is a recorder that the microphones would plug in. These are your receivers right here, and this is a very, very expensive setup. You're looking at about $4,000 for this little setup right here. If you really, really want to get high tech and get professional, this is the way to go. This here is something more in the lines of making YouTube videos. This microphone that, once again, it would mount on the top here, alright? And if you don't have a type of camera where you can do that, the microphone that I have here, or even a microphone such as this one, here's another external microphone that would plug into the camera. This is about a $40 or $50 microphone. Of course, the little head busted on it. But even this microphone works very, very well, and you can mount this on your camera as well to have high quality audio sound that you need. And then the programs that I use to make my videos, this is the high-tech program that I use. I'm not even going to open it. It's a Sony Movie Studio HD Platinum 10.0. They actually have a 12.0 now, And let's go ahead and open it. This is a program that's actually takes a lot of learning skills to learn how to use, and but once you get to know how to do it, it works very, very well. You can see the platform. It's basically just like all other high-tech video making platforms. You got all your layers down here and your levels, you might call them, and you can go down, you can add up to like 10 or 12 layers of different stuff, audio and video, and you got your preview screen over here, and then this would be another type of preview screen. But yeah, this is the Sony version of the high-tech video making, and I do use that, but once again, it takes a very, very long time to make a video with this, and the rendering takes a very, very long time as well. What I make most of my videos with, believe it or not, is right here. This is your standard basic Windows Vista version of Windows Movie Maker. It's very simple, it's very easy. It's got 3 layers, or tracks you might say. You got your titles at the bottom, you got your audio, music, and then of course the video. This is very simplified and very easy, so if you have Windows Vista computer and you're planning on getting into making videos, I suggest that you keep your Windows Vista, because Windows 7 and up do not have the same movie maker as Windows Vista, and it's very hard to make high-tech videos for YouTube. So this is Pete, my friend Pete. I hope that you have learned something from this. I gotta go. I gotta get down the fucking road, because I gotta get out in the shop and paint a fucking car. We'll see you later. Take it easy. My friend Pete, your friend Pete. Have fun. Enjoy what you're doing. And make all the videos that you want. Be creative with your videos. Don't just point the camera like this and talk and, oh, there's that, and oh, look over here. Alright? If you're going to make video, if you're going to do anything in life, do the best you can. That's what I say. Take it easy. We'll see you later. And happy videoing. Happy videoing. We'll see you later. So we'll be back. This is Pete, Southwest Rod and Custom. That's Bruno. And we're always here. Right? So take it easy. Have fun. And enjoy what you're doing. See you later.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.